This is Nick Nilsson, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and I've got another metabolic monster here for you. This is going to be a 4-exercise sequence. We're going to start with a push exercise. This is going to be a 1-arm bench push-up. Now, to do this one, it's a more challenging version of the push-up. You're going to have a bench set up, arm out to the side like an outrigger, and then you're going to be doing a push-up with one arm, using this arm here to stabilize the body. Now, this forces more attention onto the chest rather than the triceps, which you mostly get when you're doing a regular on-the-floor 1-arm push-up. So that's the first exercise. Second exercise is going to be a walking lunge with a heavy dumbbell on the shoulder. Now, what I'm going to do is squat down into the lunge position, shoulder that dumbbell, hold it here with both hands, and do walking lunges up the floor, set it back down, shoulder it with the other hand, and then back down the floor again. I'm going to do that back and forth twice here on my gym floor. How far you can go and how far you want to go depends obviously on your environment here. So for me, this is the best option. The third exercise, after this one, we're going straight to traversing hand over hand, basically up and down the cable crossover upright. Now, if you don't have the cross beam like this that you can use, you can also just substitute in pull-ups on the pull-up bar, walking across the bar and back multiple times. You'll get the same basic idea, just on a shorter distance. Now, I like using the longer distance because it's just more fun, more challenging. The fourth exercise we're going to do is just a straight up dumbbell jump squat. Now the purpose of this, normally you put explosive stuff first in a training routine. Now the reason I have it last out of this is I want to develop fatigue explosiveness basically. So you want to be training explosiveness while your legs are in a fatigue and a work state. So the reason I'm doing jump squats is just because it's a very low technical exercise. It's not like a power clean or a snatch or anything where you actually need to worry about form too much. This is basically you just grab a set of dumbbells, squat down about halfway, and then you explode up and jump as high as you can. There is really no technique involved other than doing that. So this is a perfect exercise to work on explosiveness in that fatigue state. So you're going to do those 4 exercises, boom, 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 all together, no rest, and then take 2 minutes rest, and then repeat. So I'm going to do this circuit 5 times. I'll just show you the one time through. You'll get it pretty quick after the one time. But that is the metabolic monster here, using those 4 exercises. when you're doing this particular one. When you're doing the one arm bench push-up, you want to actually alternate which arm you start with on each successive round through. So on the first round through, I had my left arm out, started doing push-ups with the right arm, and then switched and did push-ups with the left. Now, second circuit, right arm is the pivot, left arm is the pushing arm, and then you switch. So you alternate back and forth between. The same goes for when you're doing the walking lunge with a dumbbell on your shoulder. Started with the right shoulder on the first round through, started with the left shoulder on the second round through, just to keep the tension even. You can do the same thing with the traversing across the crossbeam. It's very effective as well. When you start on the left, moving to the right, the next time start on the right, move over to the left. The jump squats, don't go really heavy on this one. You want to actually use a weight that's light enough that allows you to get off the ground and make use of that explosiveness. The other thing to remember is you're not coming down into a full squat. You never, when you're actually jumping for height, you never come down into a full squat. You lose a lot of leverage and a lot of acceleration. So it's basically a half squat, stay in the strongest range, and then boom, accelerate, push, land gently. Do reps basically until you feel your nervous system drive and explosiveness fade out. Don't push this one to failure. Push this one to the point where you really can't get much power out of the bottom and you can really feel the difference in your movement. So that is the metabolic monster. Enjoy.